Hello, my name is Emily. I'm a librarian here at the Brownsburg Public Library in Brownsburg, Indiana, and welcome to Storytime Shorts. Welcome, friends. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Storytime Shorts. Our goal for these videos is to share some fun things to do with your little one that also support early learning, all geared towards kids ages 0 to 5 and their caregivers. Today, we are talking about bugs. Oh, there is just something about those little critters that fascinates kids. Maybe it's because they're a little closer to the ground than us grown-ups are. In any event, bugs are really interesting to observe, and there are lots of really cool songs and rhymes that you can share. Maybe you know a few already. Think the Itsy Bitsy Spider, Baby Bumblebee, the Ants Go Marching, the one about the ladybug fly away home. Those are fun. But today I'd like to share 3 songs and rhymes that might be new to you, as well as 3 book suggestions and a craft idea. As always, our videos have a table of contents in the description, so you can quickly skip or revisit any activities that you would like to. Today, let's start with a song with my ukulele. This is called Little Bugs Went Out to Play, and it's to the same tune as Five Little Ducks. Now, we're going to start with the roly-poly bug. Do you see him there? I've got my felt bugs to help us count up, but you can also use your fingers. So you're going to start with 1. Here's our roly-poly bug. He likes to hang out underneath the rock, so that's where we're going to put him today. So, one little bug went out to play by a dandelion one day. She had such enormous fun that she called for another little bug to come. Oh, who's she going to call for? Let's hear. Oh, butterfly. Oh, butterfly. Can you flutter like a butterfly? Flutter, 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 flutter. Oh, there, she's going to land right by that dandelion. How many bugs do we have now? We have 1. We have 2. 2 little bugs. Do you have your 2 little bugs on your fingers? There we go. 2 little bugs went out to play by a dandelion one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another little bug to come. Who are they going to call for next? Oh, spider. Oh, can you creepy crawly like a spider? Creepy crawly, creepy crawly, creepy crawly. Oh, by the tree. How many bugs are there now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3 bugs. Do you have your 3 bugs? All right. 3 little bugs went out to play by a dandelion one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another little bug to come. Who are they going to call? Oh, grasshopper. Can you boing and jump like a grasshopper? Ready? Boing, a boing, boing. There he is. How many bugs? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 bugs. Do you have your 4 bugs? All right. 4 little bugs went out to play by a dandelion one day. They had such enormous fun that they called for another little bug to come. Who's gonna come? Oh, bee. Can you buzz like a bee? Buzz, 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 buzz. There is our bee. Okay, how many bugs are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bugs. All right, we're going to do the last verse of our song. 5 little bugs went out to play by a dandelion one day. They had such enormous fun that they played until the day was done. Nice job. Can you think of some other bugs to add and what kinds of noises or motions that they might also do? You can keep counting until you run out. And parents, this is a great opportunity to talk about some of the things that you know about bugs. So for example, the bee lives in a beehive with a colony of other bees, and they make honey and they collect pollen from flowers. And anytime you don't know a whole lot about a specific subject, that's okay. Come on over to the library and we can help you find some books on that. What happens when a bug lands on you? Oh my gosh, it can be so tickly and maybe uncomfortable. And you probably want to suggest that that bug go somewhere else. And one way you can do that is to blow on it. Can we practice that? Okay, let's blow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it goes. So our next song, we're going to be doing that. And we'll have different bugs landing on different parts of our bodies. And we're going to pair those based on the initial letter sounds. So the sounds at the beginning of the words. So this is a great way to practice those letter sounds. Your child might be a little too young to say, oh, a B sounds like B. But the more that you point out that things sound the same, the more they will start to notice them. And that's kind of the pre-reading, pre-literacy skill that we're looking for. Let's start with a fly landing on my face. Oh, both of those words start with the letter F and they sound like F. All right, so a fly is on my face. A fly is on my face. Hi ho, just watch me blow. Ready? Oh, there it goes. A fly was on my face. Oh my goodness. What about a hornet landing on your hand? Oh, both of those start with the letter H. Sounds like a hornet on your hand. A hornet's on my hand. A hornet's on my hand. Hi ho, just watch me blow. Ready? The hornet was on my hand. Oh my gosh. Let's do one more. What about a bee landing on your belly? Oh my gosh, that would be so tickly. So both of those words start with the letter B, which sounds like B. A bee is on my belly. A bee is on my belly. Hi ho, just watch me blow. The bee was on my belly. Nice job. I've got one more rhyme for us today, and this one is also about bees. I love making the sound of a bee. Can you do that with me? Buzz. Oh, it kind of tickles my lips a little bit. But this one is called Here's the Beehive, and we're going to start with our bees in a beehive. So our fist is going to make the beehive, all right? Here's the beehive, but where are all the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch and you'll see them come out of the hive. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're alive. Oh, buzz, 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 buzz. Oh my goodness. That one is so fun. At the end, you can do like I did and pretend to be bees. Or if you're with your grown-up, you could do tickles. That's very fun. Let's do it one more time. Here is the beehive, but where are all the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch and you'll see them come out of the hive. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're alive. Oh, buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, nice job. I've got 3 books I'd like to suggest for you today. The first one is called Bugs, Bugs, Bugs. It's by Bob Barner. There's a lot of B words in that sentence too. And it talks about all the different kinds of bugs in a very simple way, which is always nice. Bugs, bugs, bugs. I want to see bugs. Do you see some bugs on that page? I see a couple. I see a ladybug. I see maybe an ant, grasshopper. Butterflies that flutter in the sky. Look at those beautiful butterflies. And it goes through all kinds of different kinds of bugs. They're very simple. And I really like at the end of the book, it gives you a couple of extra things. So there's actual size bugs. So it shows those bugs at the actual size that you might see them. See how tiny the ant is and how large the butterfly is. And it also gives a little chart. It's called the Bugometer, which asks some basic questions about those bugs. Can it fly? Where does it live? How many legs? Does it sting? And you get to see what the answers are for each of those bugs. So really interesting, a very simple beginning informational book about bugs. The second book I'd like to suggest is called Step Gently Out. This is by Helen Frost and Rick Leader. And Helen Frost is actually an Indiana author, so I'm always on the lookout for those. But I really like this book because it's a very poetic book. It has very lyrical language, and it also has real photographs, up-close photographs of insects. So it's really interesting. So you can see that beautiful picture of the bee on the flower. So let's do a couple of lines. Step gently out. See the praying mantis there? Be still and watch a single blade of grass. An ant climbs up to look around. A honeybee flies past. A cricket leaps and lands, then sits back and sings. So it continues in that vein with lots of beautiful lyrical language, simple, lots of beautiful pictures. The last book I'd like to suggest is called Away with Wild Things. And this is by Larissa Theule and illustrated by Sara Palacios. And this is more of a storybook than the first two were. This is about a girl named Poppy. And Poppy loves nature. You can see her on that title page there. She really loves to sit and observe bugs. So Poppy Ann Fields liked bugs. They were her friends. She sat among the wildflowers, listening patiently to the cicada's newest symphony. She coaxed the shy roly-poly out of her shell. When the ants marched over her, Poppy let them, even though she was ticklish. She recognized the spider Mama's weaving for what it was, magnificent art. And it goes through, and Poppy loves all of these little critters, but she feels kind of uncomfortable around people. She's kind of shy. So it talks a little bit about how that turns up in her life and how she kind of works through it. So that is called Away with Wild Things. And this is a great one to share maybe at bedtime. So here's a craft project that you can make with your little one. You'll just need a paper plate, some crayons and markers, something to color with, and a black sheet of construction paper. So we are making a bee. That's right. So color your paper plate, kind of a yellowish, orangish color, whatever you like. You can use, like I said, crayons, markers, paint, or you can glue on little tissue paper squares like I did here. Picking up those little tissue paper squares and putting them in place works on our fine motor skills, so that's a very good thing to do. And then I just kind of freehanded a bee's head and stinger and made little strips for the stripes. I used a pipe cleaner for the antenna, which you don't have to do, but you could. And then just I had some stickers of eyes that I could put on. You could color them in on another sheet of paper and cut them out and glue them on. But however you make it work, you can make your own little bee and you can buzz around. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Storytime Shorts. We'll see you next month, and in the meantime, keep reading, keep singing, keep rhyming, and keep learning.